What's up, YouTube Traps? Yes, today's the day. We are pulling names out of a hat to give away 2 of these hats. I do have a name for the truck, and stay tuned, and I'm going to give it throughout this episode. So, without further ado, let's put the names in the hat. Let's draw to see who's going to win. All right, very tested, proven system here. We wrote names on sticky notes and we put it in a hat. Okay, these are all the people who participated, gave me a name. There was a couple that really stuck out. It was really hard to decide which one I was gonna do, but I found the name. So let's go ahead and give away 2 hats, all right? First winner we're gonna pick right here, okay? Our first winner is gonna be Bay Window Mafia. Bay Window Mafia, guys, I'm gonna send you a hat. I'm gonna hit you up. We'll work this thing out. Second hat we're gonna give away. No looky, just fully. All right, this one I grabbed. It is Narrow Path Customs 1160. So I will hit you up and give you guys a hat. Thanks for everyone that participated, and we'll do more giveaways like this. Let's keep this thing rolling. Let's make her viral. Let's do this all together. Thank you. So where we're at, I got my glass guy coming on Saturday, which is 3 days away. So I got to get this done. This dash part that I've been putting off because it's just going to take a little bit of work, and I want to get this done before we put our front windshield in. So I got to make a template to cut around that and seal it all up so the front of the cowling is connected to that OBS dash. So let's do a little quick view on this, and then we'll get started making templates and get this thing cut out and ready for my glass guy. All right, as you can see, we got this gap, right? And this is the angle of the old dash compared to the 75, dent side dash. Obviously it followed this line. So I'm gonna make a template that's just gonna go like this, and then it's gonna get narrow and then get wide as we go further out. And the workaround on this, because there's always a workaround, is we're gonna get a bitchin' dash made with this, and it's gonna come all the way up to here. And then I'm gonna have them cut where you're not even gonna see any part of that. And I think the badass part of that is I'm gonna make a nice thick leather with some kind of nice little, leather art in there, and I'm gonna put my logo on there. right, let's get you up. I got the template all cut out and installed. So now you can see that this piece is gonna go straight across. We'll have a nice dash mat that goes over top of that. And now it's sealed up too. I put some sealant in there just so no air and whatnot can get through there. And now I'm moving on to the floor in here. I'm just sealing up all my little weld spots. And then when I get this done and it dries, I still got some holes to patch, one in that corner, one over here, not a big deal. And then I'll put my kill mat down and it'll be nice and solid. So let's put you on time lapse. All right, that was pretty easy. I used one caulking tube to do all this right here. All the stuff that I added in here. So that's all sealed up. Let's take a look at the other side. So I got all this done and all that piece up there. Cool. Why is there water on the ground, you might ask? Maybe I had a little fire. Yeah. Welding this piece up in here. Just got a little warm. I used my extinguisher. All right, well, I got you here. We got two things we're gonna go over. One, glass is in. Looking good. New rubber front, rear. Coming back to finish out the rest. I'm gonna get my wind wings done. All new rubber, new wipers on the door, and new seal around the door. I got all that product from Steely Rubber online. Wasn't cheap, but everything I researched seemed like that was the best rubber, so I went with that. Pretty stoked the way it turned out. Let me show you how the dash lines up with the rubber in there. It's looking really good. I'm gonna do a dash mat in there just to cover up that little gap. Once that's in, you're not even gonna know. You're only gonna know because you watch this video. So check it out. What you're seeing here, nice new rubber, Steely rubber, and then, yeah, you can see that little bit of gap. Gets closer as it gets to the middle because this contour is more flat than the old OBS. It is what it is, guys. We're putting two different trucks together. Same model, same make, but different years. Dash pad goes in there, won't even see it. I still got my defrosters in there. We're set. Inside here, you could see, he already took the wind wings out. And then we're gonna put all new wipers in here. And then we'll do all new door seal around there. Put my little seal plate on there, call it good. Inside is pretty much done. Now we got to move on to the front, but let's go over that second thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. The name of this truck. I had a lot of good names out there. I appreciate everyone's support, their input, all that stuff. I didn't go with any of the names you guys chose, and it wasn't because I didn't like them. Trust me, I did like them. However, I came across this one online and I immediately was like, that's it. We're naming this old girl Lana. If you know, you know. We're gonna keep it at that. It's a great stripper name. So yeah, Lana. I'm stoked. We got a name. Old Lana. All right, let's get at this front part. We need to button up all these fenders, do the inner fender well. I want to hopefully start getting that front grille and bumper done, and then it's wiring from there. Then we move on to the back. We're going from there. All right, let's tell you where you start. When you get in that slump of, you know you got to do something, but you don't want to do it because you know it's going to be a lot of work and kind of a pain in the butt. you can start on the easier side. So this is going to be the easier side. We're going to add a support from the back of the firewall up to the core support here. Make it where it bolt in and out in case you need to do work on this or whatever. So we're going to work on that. The other side is going to require some work, and I've been staring at that for a while and putting it off for a while. So I'm going to go with a succession and do this side first because I feel like this should go together pretty fast. Let's do it. It's not what we wanted. Hey, thank God she's a patina truck, you know what I'm saying? So plan is, we're gonna do something from right here, come across and maybe tie it in right here, a plate down to help hold the battery up, right? We're gonna use that inner fender well that comes in here off the OBS, which had all the mounts for all this stuff right here. And then when that's done, we'll put the fender back on, call it good. So, time to get creative. Here's the support I made. This is gonna bolt up to the firewall. This will bolt up to the core support. Drill holes on top of this for the fender to mount on top of. And then we'll do some nut certs in there, and then we'll just bolt them down. So it should be pretty straightforward, easy to do. Now I'm gonna go put this thing on there and see how she fits. So I know this is gonna fit right there. I'm gonna make my marks, do my drill, my insert, and then what I'll end up doing is putting the fender on, and that way I know exactly where this piece is going to run along. Should run just like so. But let's make some marks. Check it out, got her done. So these mounts, 2 inserts on the dash and in the core support where that bolts up. Had to notch this little thing out right here because the side marker plug is gonna fit right in there. So didn't see that until I put this all together and noticed that we gotta notch this thing out. It's gonna put this thing on, see how she fits. Boom. Solid. Obvious outfit right there. Check it out, boys and girls. Okay, so we got this piece. We'll end up painting it. This piece is also, I'm going to build a mount that goes down that will hold up the battery support, and this as well, because that's normally what it mounted on the old fender. So we'll get a piece of sheet, bring it down, through bolts, or even nut certs, whatever we plan on doing. But this piece is meant to come out, and also solid. I'll get some different bolts for this. It's kind of what I had, but I was able to get these in there. Maybe I'll keep those, I don't know. Looks clean. Yeah, pretty stoked. Still gotta obviously tighten up this fender and whatnot, but overall, I'm pretty stoked on that. Turned out good. All right, unfortunately, we're gonna end the video like this. I got to post Saturday, and I also want to mention my winners and the name of the trucks. I got to get that out. I know I kept saying we're gonna finish putting the grill on, do the other side. It took me all day to get this section done, and I'm really stoked how it turned out. I was able to utilize the old OBS inner fender well, where the circuit breaker box mounts up and all this vacuum stuff. And difference is this wheel well right here, way different curvature. So I had to get creative. Hate me, love me, I don't care. But I use aluminum, and I had to cut the heck out of all this right here. And I just screwed it in there, cut it out and all nice. And I'm pretty stoked the way it turned out. Love me, hate me, I don't care. It's my truck. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Thanks for watching. Congrats to the winners. Thanks.